Okay, so on my bare root strawberries, what I'm doing now is I'm going through them and I'm going to get ready to size them. I am cleaning them and checking them. So for instance, I do believe all of these, especially the bigger ones, are mama plants, because a lot of them have 1, 2, up to 3 of these runner vines. So what I'm thinking is, before they harvested this plant, they took off the runners and they're actually cultivating those to make those grow more. I think they're like the size. This was one of the runners I found. But what I'm doing is I am taking off all the dead and old leaves and the runners, and I'm cleaning them up so that way there's nothing, you know, yucky or old here. And I'm just getting rid of all of that. And then I'm going to size them from large to small. And I'm going to actually wash them. And since I'm not able to plant them right now, I'm still working on my strawberry raised garden. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in these containers right here with some moist soil, just to kind of hang them over for another couple days until I can get my area for them. I don't want to keep them in here without anything anymore. They've been on a long journey, so I want to start getting them, you know, hydrated and fed. But yeah, right now what I'm doing is just cleaning. Like I said, you see there's mama plant and then the umbilical cord going to a runner. So I'm just cleaning up all of this stuff, and then I'll size them. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm done cleaning my bundles. Got a bag of all the runner and all the leaves and that I had to take off. And I'm actually still kind of going through and looking to make sure that I did get everything that needed to be. Some of the leaves I did leave on, some of them I did take off, because I noticed some of them had black spot on them. That one has. And I don't know if strawberry plants are like apple trees where it spreads. So I just want to make sure I take that off. Any discoloration, anything that's like molded or just doesn't look healthy. And what I'm wondering is, are these the runners off of the mama plant, or are these the mama plants off, you know, either or? Are these the runners, or are these the mama plants? I've never seen a full-grown strawberry plant. So if you grow strawberries and you know, leave in the comment, let me know what you think these are. Let me know how old you think these are. Some of them are pretty good size. Well, I mean, few of them are pretty good size. And then we get a lot of these medium ones. But then again, I have a bunch of smaller ones. So I definitely have a variety of sizes. So we have smaller going into medium, and then over here is kind of the larger. So I am actually going to put them in here, give them a good rinse and let them soak. And I'm going to get some soil ready and kind of pot them up until I'm ready to take them outside. All right. Okay, so I separated medium and bigger plants here. And I'm letting those soak, and I'm going to wash those so that way I'm going to split those, and they're going to go in these 2 pots until I can get them planted. The smaller ones here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak those and wash those, but I'm going to put those in here, and I'm going to give some of these away. I think I'm going to give some to my mom, my brother, my sister, you know, so that way everybody else can have some plants, because I'm not going to be stingy. So I'm going to wash these and get them refreshed, and I'm going to go outside and get ready to put some dirt in here so that way I can get them situated until they go in the ground. Okay, good morning. So we are going to walk out here on this beautiful morning, and we are going to check on the bare root strawberry plants that I had planted up yesterday. So I do have the smaller plants here. Some of the roots on them were a little bit deeper, but as you can see, I have the root balls above dirt level. And with the bare roots, especially the strawberries, not all of them go straight up and down because some of them are runners. Some of the plants are actually kind of like sideways. So when I plant these, I've got to look at kind of like what the direction of the root goes, even though I'm going to kind of open them up. But a lot of the plants do kind of have a tendency to be a little sideways. But here are the smaller ones that I'm going to take and give to family. And in these two containers, I split what I was going to keep, and I did keep a little bit more than I thought it was going to, because again, if some of them don't make it, you know, I will have enough plants hopefully that survive. And because I am going to be picking off the flowers and some of the runners for the first month at least, I do want to have enough plants that I can at least get a good harvest in. These berries here, I have to actually look and get a little more information on them. They're the Whopper berries. I'm not sure if they're June bearing, ever bearing, or what. But as soon as I know, when I do another video, I will update. But again, this is deep enough for all those roots. And I know I didn't record it, but what I did is I put a layer of this is the seedling starting mix with a little bit of the composted manure, just a little bit, to keep the shock minimal, you know, to start getting them waking up, get them hydrated, get them some nutrients. And I just kind of started layering the plants so that way they can be in here. And you know, I probably won't be able to have the bed ready for them for at least a week, but I did not want to keep them without soil or nutrients or water. And I have gone back and made sure that the root ball isn't covered on these. You know, gone back and kind of, like I said, like this one right here is kind of sideways because it was a runner most likely. And just checking and making sure that the root balls aren't covered. Now it's okay if a little bit of the root is on top, which you'll see, but these are just waiting to go in their permanent home. And yep, so I will actually do another video of, because we're actually finishing making the strawberry bed. I'll get a video of that put together. I'll get a video of actually doing the planting and how we're laying it out. As you can see, my little back porch garden is coming along very, very well. So I'll just kind of walk around. We have one cactus left out of 3. Let's see, I did plant some morning glories, and in these 2 trays I have a whole variety of chilies coming up. In there I have squash and okra. No, squash and, no, it's okra and cucumber in there. And then in these 2 matching, I have tomatillo, 2 different varieties of tomatoes. In here I have squash and eggplant. This is carrot. Still waiting for the ranunculus seeds to do something. I got some white bulb onion in here that were babies, and I actually have to transplant those to a bigger area. Brussels sprout plants. Of course, my new strawberries, gladiolas, lilies, more lilies, and dahlias. Yeah, just coming out and checking on everything this morning. And here I have little lily bulbs and that I put in here. The ranunculus are doing awesome. They're not going to last too much longer in these little trays. I can't wait to get them actually planted out in the garden as soon as the last frost date, which is about April the 9th, comes. I'm going to get those transplanted outside. My hydrangeas really aren't doing anything. And then my big blueberry bush, still green and looks alive. So it's got some more budding in that coming in. So I'm hoping it fills out pretty soon. I did end up putting a stick in between the two branches because I did not want to cut it off because of them rubbing. So I wanted to try to see if I could kind of get it to bow out. Let's see, what do we have here? Here we have cilantro. Cilantro is coming up very well. I keep trying to turn the plants so that way they get stronger, trying to face the sun. And I try to help take off the little seeds that weigh it down. Yep. Then here we have cepiche. Yep, it's starting to do another flower, another leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See if I can take this seed off. There we go. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seedlings. The pipicha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plants. Papalo is doing awesome. And then I have the anise over here. It's doing great. Still no epazote. I might actually have to either do another batch and see if it's the seed that's messed up or not. But yeah, today I am actually going to do a little more work. I've got to start pulling out my corn seeds, what I'm going to be planting outside, and doing a little bit more of the vegetable stuff that I'm going to be planting. So, yep. But then again, strawberries. Hopefully in 30 years when I make another strawberry video update, they'll still be coming from these first plants that I got. So, yep. All right. So, with that, I am going to ask, if you haven't subscribed, to go ahead and subscribe. It takes a second. Your support is really appreciated. If you want to leave a comment, please definitely be positive and respectful. I love answering and replying to all comments. And if you, let's see, subscribe, comment, and like. Like. How did I forget that? If you like, again, that's appreciated too. So, second year of gardening, it's starting to look good. Outside orchard is starting to bloom, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we have a really good, green, healthy, and prosperous year this year in our garden. Thanks for watching, and again, I will do a follow-up update of when we get these strawberry plants in the ground. All right, bye-bye.